Good evening. My name is Professor Sistrum, and I decided to create this video log so I can send it out to the students who are in my class, NETI 115, Routing and Switching Essentials. You will see many video logs where I'll be doing demonstrations and also walking you through various steps in the class. I'm a hands-on professor, so you'll be receiving information like that from me. Also, I wanted to send this video log out because I have various students emailing me and asking me what should we do and various questions and stuff like that. So I like to gather all that information before class starts, gather it all up, and then send a video log out on what we need to do and how we will get started. So a couple of things you're going to receive from me tonight, especially in this email when I finish this video log. You're gonna receive a link from me saying, hey, click on this link so you can watch the video log of what I am or will be instructing you on what you need to do to get prepared for this course. You're also going to receive a Zoom communication connection where you'll be able to actually see me live in sessions that I will be having every Monday. So every Monday I'm gonna have a session and you'll be able to chime in and see me live demonstrate some of the things. But that's on Monday. That will be tomorrow. If you have time, by all means, jump on the Zoom and jump in. You may have questions for me, and that's okay too. So jump in, ask a couple of questions, listen to me, and pretty much get guidance on what you need to be doing to get prepared for this class. Now, just a little bit about me before we get started. I have been teaching for Avitech for the last 17 years. I have taught many other disciplines there. I'm an IT guy. That's all I do. That's all I have been doing for most of my life. I started at the very bottom as a technician, and I rose to the top and became an IT manager. My title was Technology and Education Manager. So, yes, I have managed close to a $3 million budget. I have managed many individuals, and I consistently keep my hands in the IT industry. Now, at Ivy Tech, yes, I am an adjunct professor, but I'm also a tenured professor at another college. So that means I work just like all other full-time professors too. But I like to do workshops and I like to consistently keep my hands in the IT industry. So if you need help on where you want to go as far as your career, reach out. We can have a talk and I'll tell you the good things about our industry, and there's a lot of them. Things are changing, things are happening, and it's incredible. Or you can just watch my YouTube page. You're gonna see me posting a lot of videos like this one here on my YouTube page. So you'll be able to see me instruct students on certain things. So feel free to chime in on that too. You'll have that link when I send this out to you. So with that being said, let's get started now. Not a little started, but let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is bring up where you normally will go to start your classes. And this is important because when you start your class, you will be going to My Ivory Learn or Ivory Learn. In here, you're gonna see your class. Now, quick announcement. I am teaching many disciplines in Cisco routing and switching. You have to decide which section you in when you go in here because you actually know what class you are in. You are in, that sounded strange. But anyway, moving forward. But what's important is this. If you are in my streaming class, you will be able to see me online every Monday. But I'm opening it up for all students. If you want to see me actually demonstrate or instruct on the various things in the class, please chime in. You're going to have a link to that, and you'll be able to chime in from your home, from the school, wherever you at. All you have to do is have an internet connection. But I do have a few students who are in class, and I want to stress this to you. I will not be teaching a class on campus, so I have what they call a class in Anderson, which is online, and a class in Gary, which is streaming, but I'm gonna connect both of those classes together. But if you happen to be some of them students who are gonna be in a in-house class, I won't be teaching that. But you can jump into my online sessions and you can jump into my streaming sessions. You will have all the information. If this seems a little confusing, just make sure, if you're in Anderson, make sure that you reach out to your chair so you can get into my online class. And if it's confusing, don't worry about it. Just continue to watch this, but you have to be in the right class for me to give you credit. With that being said, once you log into Ivy Learn, of course, you're going to click on your class portal. And I'm going to do this from the student's view so you can see what I see and so I can see what you will see. You will see the class. This is in student's view, just like this. You will see the home page. Of course, from the home page, you'll be able to click on the syllabi. So you just go ahead and click on the syllabi and you'll see the pertinent information that's in there that you need to know. The most important thing is one, make sure you follow the policies and procedures of the class. Now, there are some students who are going to be late on work and you will receive a 0. Please don't come back to me and tell me, the dog died. That's horrible, not the dog died. But you have some particular problem. I wanted to say the dog ate my paper. I don't know what a dog died from. That's just vicious there. But anyway, you cannot miss your work. You got a lot of work, but it's not enough for you to be lacking. And remember, I used to be a college student. I used to have 5 and 6 classes a semester. Yes, I did. So I know how to discipline myself to get the work done. And that's what I'm expecting you. So please read through the syllabus. The next thing is how to reach out to me. You got my email address, you got my Zoom address, and you got my telephone number. Try your best not to call me. Calling me is dangerous because I'm so busy doing so many jobs that I do not answer the phone unless I see that it's either one of my vice presidents or one of the deans or one of the chairs. Other than that, I try not to answer the phone. But if you text me, I can be in a meeting and I can get right back to you. Now, please use the text as a means to correct something. Don't just text, oh, professor, wow. No. Text me, give me your name, what class you in, and don't say Natty 105 because I'm teaching a class in Gary, and I'm teaching a class in Anderson, but both of them are online. So make sure you define what class you in so I don't know who I'm talking to. But text me, please don't call. And then you see your grades. So in this particular class, what's important is your chapter grades, what we call chapter exams, your packet tracer and lab activities, midterm, you're gonna have a midterm grade, and then you're gonna have practice exams at the close to the end, then a final exam, and then the skill-based exam. Number 1, once you go in here and review this, like many of you have, the first thing you're gonna email me back is this. Professor Sistrom, this is my campus testing center information. I don't know what campus testing center you are at. Your final exams, which will be a skills final exam and a final exam, will be given to you at the testing center. Everything else you'll be able to do from home, but you must do that at the testing center. So it's your job to get the information to me, who is the contact person at the testing center and what testing center you will be testing out of. I'm looking for you to get that information. If I do not receive it, I'm going to send you one of them nasty emails. Hey, you know you have to register for the testing center. You cannot register until I give them that information. I do not know where you will be testing out. Get that information to me. Do that ASAP. We're going to try to get that done in 7 days. So Monday to next Sunday, I'm going to anticipate and expect that you will send me that information. That is critically important. Now, once you look at what you'll be graded on or assessed it on, then pretty much you through with this. You will not have to go in here anymore unless you're going to look for something. I mean, I want you to go through each one of the tabs. Like I said, we clicked on home. You saw what was in there. Announcement. Here's your announcements right here. Syllabus. We just took a brief look at that. It is your job to read your syllabus. Modules. Pretty much this is going to be basic stuff, but you need to know this. You need to get your proctoring information. You need to get the computer ready for class, and you need to log into NetSpace, NetACL account creation. So even though it says NetSpace account creation, we call it NetACL, okay? But let me piggyback for a minute on something that is critically important. Your proctoring information. This is highly important. I need you to send that information to me. So find out who is your testing center. And don't do like some students do. They call up there, oh, I'll be testing out of this testing center. Okay. They don't get no person information. They don't get anything else. Professor Sister, I'm testing out this testing location. I contact the people, and guess what? They're not doing the test. So we don't want to be confused. Make sure you get a contact name, so when I send in a documentation for you to get tested, you will know, or we'll know, that the information is there. And I'm just going to send you a follow-up email and say, hey, you've been put in at this testing center once I get everything together. Now, I know that you should already know this, because if you took a class online, you know you had to go to the testing center. Now, it's a difference, because if you take a class in the classroom, on premise, on the campus, then they give you the test in the classroom. But if you're online, the test must be proctored. All tests must be proctored, okay? So that's that. Look through this carefully. Know what you need to know to pursue this class. But what you're going to receive from me tonight, and this is a different thing, you will receive from me tonight your Netty 115 class information. That means you already in Netty because you took 105. You just going to receive a link saying, hey, Professor Sistruck is inviting you into this class, and all you have to do is register. So I'm going to go to the student view from here. You already know this. It's CNS, Routing and Switching Essentials. You can see that you have multiple things to already start knocking out, getting that way. You have your course right here where you just click on and you log in. I'm telling you something you already know. In this particular course, we have 10 chapters. 10. So it's important that you make sure that you go through each chapter. Now, you saw how I logged in on here. Go through each chapter. Why is it important that you go through each chapter? Some of the students are not going through the chapters and reading the information, and because they're not going through the chapters and reading the information, they do not know where to get their labs and their packet traces at. They're oblivious to how to get there. And that's why it's important that you go through this information so you can see if it's a lab or a packet tracer in here and be able to get that information so you can do what needs to be done in this class. Now, I'm going to show you something that I started doing with students because I noticed students were doing that. They will go straight to the assessment portal, do the work, but when I asked them questions about what's in the lesson, they did not know. Shocking. Believe that. So it's important that you go through here. Down here, you got many ways to get around. For instance, if you want to go back, you can go back. If you want to find out other things, you know this. I'm not going to walk through it, but this is where you should go toy around to understand how to get into your class. Now, student resources, that's got a lot of stuff in there. I know you got the most up-to-date packet tracer, so I'm not going to talk about packet tracer, but you will have packet tracer labs in here. You'll have packet tracer and you'll have labs. Let's go into that. So here's your syllabus. Now, in your syllabus right here, you're going to see your grade assessment right here, or what you'll be grading on. Same information that you saw prior, but down here, you're going to see that you have due dates, when things have to be completed. Now, in here, you're going to see a link to where you got to go get your information. But let me say this to you. Starting off, when you click on here, you're going to see a link to a particular lab or packet tracer in here, right? Good. But as you proceed, you're going to notice you have a link in there, but it will not take you to a packet tracer lab. Why is that? Because I need you to read the chapter, and in each chapter is a packet tracer and a lab, but students do not read the chapter. So that's important. You got to read the information, because when you get lost and you say to me, I don't understand, I'm going to ask you questions about the information in the chapter. What specifically do you not understand? Okay, so you got modules here, and you know all about this. Read the chapter, launch the chapter. You can come in modules and do that. Your assessments are here, or assignments, so you can go through here and see all the different labs and stuff you have. And then you got your grade field, where you can go in there and look at your particular grades. That's important. You will receive a link from me tonight on that right there. The next thing that's important that you will receive a link from me on tonight is what we call where you will go to do your actual labs. So I'm gonna pull that up right quick. So we have in here what we call netlabs.iretech.edu. This is where you will go to do your labs. Now, you have packet tracers that you will be doing, and you have a bulk of labs that you will be doing. And you will go in here and actually complete your work, where you'll be able to do the work that is required in here. As you see, I messed up putting my information in here. I don't know why I did that, but I did. So let me check this again and see if I can get in here. Now, if I don't get in here, don't worry about it. We'll get you in here. But the most important thing is that you will be going into here to do your net labs. Now, I'm gonna do a full demonstration on that, so I'm kind of glad it didn't let me in, because I really didn't want to go into this, because I want to keep this video short. So let's back up and talk about what you'll receive tonight. So you're gonna receive this video log, and in this video log, you're gonna receive also an email from Cisco stating that you're in the class. Look for that email. You also gonna receive an email for Net Labs, and it's gonna say, hey, you need to log into Net Labs to do your actual labs. Remember, you have packet tracers and you have labs. Your labs are done in Net Labs. Your packet tracers are done on your computer, and then you upload them into the system. But don't worry, because I'm gonna do a demonstration tomorrow in front of the students, and I'm gonna record that demonstration, and I'm gonna send that out to you too. So you'll be in the know on everything. So I wanted to keep this short just to give you a heads up on what's coming your way. And you will see, just follow the information that's in there. Remember, you can handle this class. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be easy, but you have to do your work. Once again, my name is Professor Sistrom, and I am your instructor for NETI 115, and I will see you soon. Have a nice night. And for those of you who emailed me, don't worry. I'm going to keep you in the know. I just like to do groups instead of individuals because I got individuals emailing me asking me for stuff. But now you know how you'll be receiving the information. I'm going to do it in groups. And every Monday, I will be online so you can actually see me do a demonstration. I'm going to do a lab. I'm going to do a packet tracer. Every week, I'm going to be doing these things so you can see how I'm doing it. And you're really going to catch on and you're just going to flow. But it's important that you follow those due dates. And you can do the work early. I open it up so you can do it early, but you never want to do it after the due date. Never. That's a zero. Once again, Professor Sistrom, have a lovely evening, and I'll see you tomorrow for all of those who charm in.